Welcome to this video. Today we're building on the project we started, using the MV and LV single-line drawing. In this session, I'll show you how to add a main switchboard and a sub-switchboard to the drawing. There are a couple of ways to add a new switchboard. One way is through the block diagram. As you can see, this is the original board. I've named it Main Switchboard. To add a new sub-switchboard, simply drag and drop it into place. This becomes switchboard 1, and I'll rename it to sub-switchboard 1. Let's switch back to the single-line diagram. Before we begin, you'll notice the current page size is too small to continue working, so I need to increase the page size. Choose the size that you want. I will change it to A2. Now we have a larger canvas to work on. Next, I'll start editing the main switchboard. First, I'll remove the current load and add a bus bar. Then I'll attach several components: a circuit breaker, a cable, a load. For this load, I'll change the current rating to 200 amps. This cable is currently set to 3 meters, so I'll update it to 10 meters, switch it to multi-core, and then back to single core. Since most circuits are similar, I'll copy and paste this one. In the next copy, I'll change the load to 250 amps. Another one will be 150 amps. And the last one stays at 200 amps. I'll also add another load and set it to 400 amps. As you can see, expanding a switchboard is pretty simple. Click on it, and you will see it's still the main switchboard. Let's run a calculation to check the system. Looks good. Everything is green, no issues. Now, to add another switchboard, I'll place another bus bar. I can reuse the components I copied earlier. Just paste them in. For this sub-switchboard, I'll assign different loads. 80 amps, 120 amps, 100 amps, 60 amps, and another 100 amps. Since this sub-switchboard is incoming, it needs a circuit breaker. I'll add that here. Now, if I want to connect this outgoing circuit to the sub-switchboard, I'll just delete this section and then click and join the 2 points. And just like that, the 2 boards are connected. Let's run the calculation again. Everything checks out, it's still green. Let's review the block diagram. It's not showing the connection yet. Go back to the drawing, click on the new switchboard, and change its type from main switchboard to sub-switchboard. Now, check the block diagram again. You'll see it's correctly connected. That's all it takes. Back in the single-line diagram, there's another way to connect the two switchboards. Instead of drawing a physical line, you can use arrival and departure points. In the cross-reference tool, select departure for the main switchboard. I'll label it W1 and add a description like to sub-switchboard 1. On the sub-switchboard side, I'll place an arrival point and label the description as from MSB. It should say from SSB1, but that's okay for now. Let's run the calculation once more. Still green. Check the block diagram. And everything is still connected. That's good. Now, you can copy and paste this sub-switchboard to add more, as many as you need. You can also add more pages to create additional space for your drawings. That's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found it helpful. Join us in the next video as we explore more features in DOCweb. Thanks for watching and have a great day.